Hello and welcome. I'm Otis Landerholm, the founding attorney here at Landerholm Immigration A.P.C., where we fight for your American dream. And today I want to answer the question, how long is my U Visa going to take? All right. Now, you may know if you have a U Visa on file that the law requires, unfortunately, that the U.S. government can only approve 10,000 U Visas per year. And the problem is that each year there's been more than 10,000. In fact, the last few years it's been more than 30,000 U Visas filed each year. And so what that means is that there is a waiting list that is growing and growing and growing, okay? And so I want to explain that waiting list, and I want to explain so that you know clearly really kind of what you're looking at for an approximation of when your U Visa will be adjudicated. And this may be really, really sad news for some of you, right? Who've already been waiting for a long time and now will realize that you've got a lot longer to wait, all right? It also makes some people really more hesitant to file for a U Visa to begin with. However, I do want to say that what I'm about to explain does not affect the quote-unquote deferred action categories, so people still can be eligible to get a work permit during the process. So that's not what we're talking about today, and it is still available for certain people. And I do want to also say that the U Visa for people who have been the victims of serious crimes here in the U.S., it's still a very, very good option, and it's still a very good tool that we can use to help you stay in the United States and help you maximize your chances of long-term immigration, meeting your long-term immigration goals here in the United States. Okay? So let's answer the question, how long is my U Visa going to take? Well, I'm going to hold up this that I just put together with a little Sharpie here, and I put it together based on some data that we've received from USCIS. This is 100% from my office. This is not like official, okay? I just use this to explain to my clients approximately kind of what we're seeing and what we can expect. Right now, if you were to take a U Visa and file it right now, you'd be looking at about a 10-year delay, all right? And I want to explain what that is, and I want to show kind of how many cases were filed and have been filed, and approximately how fast or slow they're going to move. Now, if the government starts denying more U Visas, then, which I hope they don't do, right? But if many of the cases get denied, then perhaps that category or that year could move faster, right? If they start approving all of them and denying fewer of them, then it will move slower, because again, they can only approve 10,000 per year. All right. Those that were filed in 2014, all right, are being adjudicated right now. If they were filed in the beginning of 2014, those that were filed later in 2014 will be adjudicated in 2018, which is next year, all right? And the ones that were filed at the very end of 2014 will very likely be adjudicated in approximately 2019, all right? Those that were filed in 2015 won't be adjudicated in all likelihood until 2020, 2021, or 2022, depending on when in 2015 your case was filed. So look at get your receipt notices out and see the filing date of when it was actually filed to the Vermont Service Center or to USCIS, all right? If your case was filed in 2016, then it's very likely that your case will be approximately adjudicated in 2023, 2024, or 2025. If your case was filed just very recently in 2017, it looks, unfortunately, like your case will be adjudicated in 2026, 2027, or 2028. And now what does that mean, right? That means that if you have a U Visa that you're thinking of filing, you want to file it as soon as possible, because the list is just getting longer, right? You don't want to wait until 2018. You want to do it quickly, or if it's early 2018, you don't want to wait until, 3 months later go by, because people are submitting a lot of these cases, and you want yours to be as quickly in front of the line as possible. Again, this does not necessarily affect your ability to work, all right? I want to be clear on that. you can be eligible, and some people are approved for deferred action based on the U Visa, and so you can get a work permit while you're waiting, which typically takes at least 2 years to get you that. All right? And so anyway, I hope this clears it up. I'm sorry if this is bad news, all right? But I want to be clear with kind of where things are at. If you're working with our office, then I want you to really be clear on where things are at. And thank you, of course, for working with our office. If you have questions about a U Visa, feel free to contact my office as well. I'm Otis Landerholm here at Landerholm Immigration A.P.C. We love U Visas here because they can fix a lot of immigration problems, but it is frustrating how slow these cases are taking right now just because of the sheer numbers that we're seeing filing, and it's a very bad and very silly restriction that was built into the law that they can only approve 10,000 per year, even if there are many, many, many more than that being submitted. All right? So I hope that that cleared things up for you. If you have any other questions, please feel free to contact my office. Again, Otis Landerholm, Landerholm Immigration A.P.C. We fight for your American dream, and thank you for watching this video.